Well, hello there, NFL fanatics. It's the host with the most here. Once again, it is Rai, and that time once again for the NFL picks. This time for week number 14. Now, before I give you my picks for week 14, I'm going to tell you, NFL fanatics, how I did last week in NFL picks for week 13. So here goes. 9 wins and 6 losses. It's okay, but I could definitely improve. Some of the games that I lost, I thought I had a shoe in. I picked the Niners. That was a totally fail. I picked Philly. They failed on me. I even picked the Saints at home. That was a fail. I picked Miami on the road for an upset. Fail. I picked Washington. Fail. I picked the Chargers. Fail. So that's not bad. So that's okay. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. Overall, I'm having a pretty good season. 118 wins and 72 losses. But overall ranking, very bad. But it's okay. But for me, I'm doing great. Like I said, the record was. But this is the last time I'm going to tell you the record until when this all done with the pick them. So, let me continue for week 14. And it kicks off tonight for a Thursday night football. A big game for Thursday night football. The Kansas City Chiefs at home. They're undefeated in the division. Versus the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders are on the ball. They're underdogs in this game. Very surprising. So I'm going with the underdog, the Oakland Raiders. I think it's the first time they met, or the second time. I'm not really too sure. I can't keep track of these NFL games. Hopefully it's going to be a good game. Hopefully the NFL delivers these two matchups. The two teams hate each other with a passion. I'm assuming. Okay, next matchup, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo will be at home. I'm going with the Steelers on the road. Next matchup, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. The winless Cleveland Browns. Browns will be home. I'm going with Cincinnati. Next matchup, the Detroit Lions will be home versus the Bad News Bears. The Chicago Bears. Whatever you want to call them this season. I'm going with Detroit. Detroit is pushing very hard to get in the playoffs. They go even win the division. Let's see what happens. Don't get me wrong, I love the Bears, but that game last night was very, very not exciting to watch. I watch it, but they have snow, and I wanted the Bears to lose because they could get a very good draft pick. But oh well, I can't reverse time. Next matchup, the Tennessee Titans will be home for the Denver Broncos, the defending Super Bowl champions. I'm going with the upset Denver Broncos. Next matchup, the Indianapolis Colts will be home for the Houston Texans. I'm going with Houston for the upset. Next matchup, the Miami Dolphins will be home versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with Miami. Next matchup, the Philadelphia Eagles will be home versus the Washington Redskins. I'm going with Washington. What the heck happened to Philly? I don't understand it. Okay, next matchup. The Carolina Panthers will be at home versus the San Diego Chargers. I'm going Chargers. Speaking of a team who had a good season last year, the Carolina Panthers, they went all the way to the Super Bowl. They only lost one game last year. This year, it's a different story. They're a total mess. I'm going with the Chargers. Next matchup, the Minnesota Vikings versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville will be home. I'm going with Minnesota. Minnesota is not doing very good the second half of the season. Not too sure what the hell happened. Next matchup, the San Francisco 49ers will be home versus the New York Jets. Both teams, I could care less but I have to pick someone. I'm picking the Jets for an upset pick. Next matchup, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. Now, these two teams have a lot of history. The Hail Mary, remember the replacement referees, they thought it was a touchdown, but it was a touchdown. And the other one, well, back in the one playoff game, one Seattle call it. No, one Seattle call it, and it was a pick six, remember? The overtime session. So I'm going on Green Bay. Green Bay is trying very hard to get in the playoffs. You know, you guys thought Green Bay is dead to discuss about in the playoffs? No. Green Bay is very tough at home. Rodgers and company is very clicking. This is the right time they're clicking, especially in December. Next match, the Atlanta Falcons. Versus the Los Angeles Rams. LA is at home. Plus, their coach Jeff Fisher just signed a 2-year extension, so that's good for them. That's good for the coach and his family. Okay, next matchup, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be home versus the New Orleans Saints. I'm going with Tampa. This is a division rival. Next matchup for Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Dallas is on the road. Giants are at home. Now, this is the first time they met since week 1. Now, Dallas has the best record in NFC. And NFL overall. Now, Dallas wins to wrap up the division. And I think that really sums it up right now. I think they wrap up the home field advantage throughout. I'm not really too sure. But if the Giants beat them again, they sweep them in the regular season. Like what happened in week 1. For some reason, I like watching the Giants in Dallas game. I'm not a Giants fan. I am not a Cowboys fan. But this is a very good matchup. This is always on TV. Prime time or during the day on Sunday or sometime Monday Night Football. This is always televised. Always. Has some great history. Back in when Dallas Cowboys used to dominate. When they won, 3 championships in a row. And when the Giants used to win, they dominate too, you know. So I'm going with Dallas. Last but not least, for Monday Night Football, the New England Patriots will be at home versus the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Patriots are at home, and let's see what happens, you know. Okay, those are my picks. Those are my recap from the previous week of week 13. My new picks for week 14. Now, last but not least, the percentages on these games. Kansas City, Oakland, 60% Kansas City, 40% Oakland. Pittsburgh and Buffalo matchup, 85% Pittsburgh, and then 15% Buffalo. Battle of Ohio teams, Cincinnati and Cleveland matchup, 91% Cincinnati and 99% Cleveland. Detroit and Chicago matchup, 97% Detroit, 3% Chicago. So if you pick Chicago this weekend and they win, kudos to you. Okay, next matchup, Tennessee and Denver matchup, 29% Tennessee, 71% Denver. Colts and Houston matchup, 89% Colts and 11% Houston. Miami and Arizona matchup, 44% Miami, 56% Arizona. Philly and Washington matchup, 63% Washington, 37% Philly, 66% Carolina, and 34% San Diego. Minnesota and Jacksonville matchup, 92% Minnesota and 8% Jacksonville. Niners and Jets, 45% Niners and 55% Jets. Seattle and Green Bay. Seattle 59%, 41% Green Bay. So I guess they think that Seattle is going to win in Green Bay. That's going to be a very, very tough game. Atlanta and LA Rams matchup. 94% Atlanta, 6% Rams. Tampa Bay and New Orleans, 70. Let me take it easy. Breathe. Okay, 76% Tampa Bay, 24% New Orleans. For Sunday Night Football, 77% Dallas and 23% Giants. And last but not least, for Monday Night Football, New England Patriots, 93% and 7% Baltimore. So, place your bets, call Vegas, whatever, and all that good stuff. If you have friends who want to bet, there you go with family, friends, and all good stuff. And look out for my next pick. Pick them. That will be week 15. Only 3 more weeks until this regular season is over. Is it just me, or the NFL season flew by? Have a good one. Enjoy the game tonight for Thursday Night Football. Kick off the brand new week for week 14. Enjoy some games on Sunday tonight, and especially Monday Night Football. So this is your friend here. Rai is signing off. Have a good one, and if you have fantasy football, I'm assuming it is playoff time for in the fantasy football. Set your lineup. My 4 teams are bad this year, but whatever, it's okay. It's all fun. So once again, I am signing off. Have a good one. See you next time when I do this sometime next week.